Hello, this is Pat Lynch, and you are once again listening to the Career Pathways Podcast. Today we have an extra special episode. We are going to be talking with three of our graduating seniors from ISA. What is ISA? I'm going to hold off. I'm going to let them explain what the ISA is all about. But before we get this party started, as always, I'm joined by producer Jayson, the Ayatollah of rock and rolla, back there making the magic happen. Say hello, Jayson.
What's up? It's Jayson, producer Jayson.
And he's already requested a microphone. So next season, he's going to be all amped up. He's going to have a camera on himself. And boy, who knows what will happen after that. All right. Well, to get things started, why don't all three of you introduce yourselves? So starting with Aisha.
You introduced me, but
Yeah.
hi, I'm Aisha Mahmoud, and I'm a senior here at Lyon. I've been here since my freshman year, and I'm majoring in computer science, and I play soccer here.
So my name is Natalia Szymańska. I'm from Poland. I've been in Lyon since my sophomore year, and I major in business management.
Nice. Martin Esquila here from Monterrey, Mexico. Soccer player, and I transferred here to Lyon in my junior year.
Oh, and I play volleyball. I forgot.
No problem. Yeah. But you're all athletes, yes. And so I mentioned ISA. Aisha, can you tell our worldwide audience what ISA is, what that represents, and kind of what the organization's all about?
Mm-hmm. So ISA officially stands for International Student Association, which kind of, a lot of people have the misconception that it's only for international students.
Right.
But that's not true. It's for basically anybody. We learn about different cultures for international students and domestic students alike. Learn about different cultures, host events for the wider campus and community friends. Within our club meetings, we try to have a country presentation each time so somebody can teach us about their culture. So we try to do a lot of different things, basically just exploring diversity.
Yeah, that's and how long's ISA been with Lyon? Any idea?
It's been a long time.
It's
I
a
know.
long time.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've seen the ISA Google Drive from like before I came, and it goes way back.
Way back?
Like way back. Yes.
Okay, and so did both of you get a chance to present your countries at one time?
I did not.
Okay.
I did.
Yeah.
What was the last meeting? Yeah, I think
Yes.
it was the last meeting. I have mine.
It was a good one over Poland.
Yes, yeah, because we had students who went over to Poland, and so that was so there's that's fresh in many people's memory
Yeah.
and everything. Did you give them any advice before they went, Natalia?
Yes, I actually did. It was a lot of like my friends reaching out to me why they were in Krakow.
Yeah.
So like, hey, where I should go eat, where I should go there. Because like after I graduated from high school, I lived in Krakow for a year with my best friend because she went to university there. So I took like my little gap year before I came to States.
Right.
So I kind of knew Krakow, and like that's one of my favorite city in Poland. So they were always texting back. They were like, yeah, I love it here. I love it here. So I'm like, I was glad they all enjoyed this.
Oh, wonderful. And ISA never covered Mexico. Goodness gracious.
Tell
I
them.
just
Tell them.
you also me. I just didn't feel like doing a presentation, I guess.
Oh.
Mexico is really close to America, so I
Right.
guess having a little Mexican is like I'd rather Poland or some other countries.
Oh yeah,
Talk about
because I
They're
missed
further, for
I
sure.
missed Poland. I did get a chance to listen to the the women for Nepal.
Nepal.
Yeah, so that was fascinating.
That was interesting too.
That was
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
And last week,
Yes.
we had students do over Texas and Hawaii. So that's
Okay.
it's not different countries, but still like a
Yeah.
different culture.
So Ariston, for Hawaii.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ariston,
Right, 4 of them.
Jada.
yes, Jada,
Oh, that's right,
Gavin,
right.
and Casey.
Yeah.
Yeah, because and then Ryan was there in spirit, of course.
Mhm.
So that speaking of like the world and travel, Aisha, you tell last year I lose track of all the places you went. Could you kind of walk us through everywhere that you kind of studied and visited?
So I studied in the United Arab Emirates.
Mm-hmm.
So I mainly in Dubai, and
Yeah.
then while I was there, I traveled to Oman, the nearby country. I have some family and relatives there. So went to Oman, visited some family friends in Jordan. Went to Qatar for the World Cup.
That's crazy.
Yes,
Yeah.
that one
That's
was
crazy.
that was
He's
fun.
the
That was like a
jealous.
day.
Yeah, I'm
He
jealous.
already picked up just this one.
Yeah. That was like a crazy fun. Like we flew in the morning, left at night, didn't
Right.
sleep there, but the energy was so fun. I went to Saudi Arabia, and my mom flew from America and met me there, so it was fun to see her. Yeah, I think those were
Wow.
the.
And then the travel, your travel is not quite done. You have something planned for this summer?
Yes, me and my friends.
What are you going to do?
We're planning to start out and go backpacking in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
So just going around those countries, and then me and one of my other friends who's going on the trip, we're planning to go branch out and then backpack the Middle East too.
Mhm.
And actually, one of my friends who I met in Dubai is gonna meet us there too. She lives in Chicago. So I
Yeah.
was like, hop on, come on with us. Like, we'll have like a travel guide. So I'm super excited.
Oh, amazing. Natalia, what parts of the globe have you been at? I imagine being in Poland, that gives you access to many other countries.
So I obviously studied in Poland till I finished high school. While I was in middle school, I was in a student exchange. I think it was 2 weeks in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
So we went over there with our professors. Not kind of here the student exchange. The students came to Poland. We just went there to visit them. Then I was in France, in Paris. I was in Bulgaria. I was in Spain. I was in Norway. Yeah. And then I came to the United States.
Yeah.
So
your passport has many stamps, yes?
yeah, we don't have stamps.
What?
Because
Really?
when you're traveling in Europe, I don't need
Oh,
my
it's all part of the
passport.
EU, so yeah.
It's I can literally use my ID and just travel. Like how you are traveling between
right.
states with your
yeah,
ID
right.
is the same. So
Oh,
I only have.
They also don't stamp passports anymore, really. The only place
Yeah.
that stamps is Germany.
Yes, they do.
Oh,
Since
They
when?
do.
I don't know, but
Mhm.
UK didn't stamp us.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I've-
Poland didn't stamp us. Germany did.
Yeah, because we were flying with my boyfriend. We went over Christmas break to Poland. They stamped him his passport in Germany.
all right. Getting to you, Martine, kind of parts of the world that you have seen.
Well, I haven't been to Europe yet. I want to go
Mhm.
so bad. My mother actually, when she was 23, 24, she went backpacking to Europe, and it says it was an amazing experience.
Mhm.
So hopefully not this summer, but the next one I'll get some. I'll just go to Europe, I guess. Hopefully, that's the
Mhm.
plan.
Hopefully.
But so far, Mexico, live there. Of course, I'm from Mexico. States and Canada. Live there in Canada for a bit too.
Where in
And-
Canada?
Montreal.
Oh, yes.
You
Montreal.
live there?
6 months.
Oh.
I studied
okay.
French over there. I
Really?
have family over there, so yeah, studied French.
Yeah, and Montreal just has so much more French influence. So it's kind of that in Quebec City if you
Yeah.
get there, because my daughter lives in Vermont, and we're this summer planning to just do a quick trip. It's only 2 hours from Montreal.
Things so far.
So it's going to be very nice to get up there and see that.
Yeah, I went. For 6 months, and it's really cold.
Yeah.
It's really cold. I remember the snow being up here probably.
Oh,
Yes.
I can't.
It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. But I did go on a cruise, and we went to Bahamas.
Okay.
Is that?
Is
Yes.
that counting?
Yeah, Bahamas
Is
a whole
that
different
counting?
country, right? I'm sorry.
Yes, I think so. I think.
Bahamas is a whole different country.
Yes.
There
Yes.
you go. I went to Bahamas too.
Man, fantastic. Well, so wrapping things up, kind of what, looking back now at graduating from Lyon, how would you sum up your experience? I know that's a big, broad, wide open question.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to go first.
Yeah. But any thoughts?
Just here at Lyon, or overall in the 4 years of university?
Overall, yeah, just the whole 4 years of university.
I feel like it's been some 4 years for sure.
Mhm.
Definitely really grateful for the opportunity of come here and study in the States.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's Mexico, I mean, Mexico is kind of close, I guess.
Right.
There's people from all over the place here at Lyon. But I'm really grateful to come here, specifically at Lyon. I think it's a really good school. And with soccer, I was able to meet people from all over the place. So, more than a great education and something I will remember for, I feel like the main thing it's the people that I got to meet and the
Right.
connections I get to keep on the future.
Right.
So that's really valuable.
So my freshman year, I was actually in Kansas in a community college.
Mm-hmm.
So after that 1 year, I transferred to Lyon, and I remember when you go into the transfer process, you have a lot of offers from different schools.
Right.
But I got my foster parents that they live in Little Rock, and they always was like, "Listen, Lyon is a really good school. You're gonna love it." So I basically signing up here without like having a tour and anything. So I just signed up, and when I came in, I was like, "Okay, so this is what it is, right?"
Right.
But no, I'm really grateful for being here and like being doing education in the States. It's
Right.
definitely different than what is back home. And I feel like how Martin said, like people, that's what making Lion community is the people.
Right.
And is that they are really good. It's starting with the professors in the school and your teammates or people in the classes, and you really know that the connection you make in here, that the people want to help you. It's not just like faking, but like they really want to help
Right.
you and make you successful. So yeah.
And rounding corner coming to you, Aisha.
I forgot what was the
No, it's, if you're summing up your
Summing
experience,
up.
as far as your time here at Lyon, how it, kind of some thoughts as far as what the experience was like, what you learned, what you took away.
Yeah, I've also like y'all like loved my time at Lyon so much. I just remember coming into freshman year. I feel like since from then till now, I've grown so much.
Mhm.
I love college because we're all encouraged to try new things and grow in so many different ways and assume responsibilities that make us, evolve as people. So I've been really happy with all that, everything new that I've gotten to do, and all the people I've gotten to meet as well.
And as a casual observer, for all three of you, I think one thing that I see that you all have in common is that you got very involved
Yeah.
in a lot of different things, and so that involvement gave you the chance to get the most out of that experience.
I agree.
You just go to classes and that's it. Okay, it's great education, but there's so much more that really is about college and all the different people you'll meet in different situations, learn, a lot of different things about yourself. And does it take more time? Yeah. Does it, that means you spend less time on TikTok? Yeah. So, all those things,
Yeah.
but, I just see that each of you, that was something that made all of you stand out, which kind of was what brought you to ISA amongst all the other things that you got involved in. Because, okay, besides ISA, what other areas at the school were you involved with, Aisha?
I was a SI leader at the MAC,
Yep.
an RA, and
Yep.
vice president of mortar board.
Yep. Natalia.
So I'm of course a salty dog worker.
Yep.
I'm a BSA member and diversity community member.
Yep. And Martine?
I work at Nichols and then soccer team. I guess that's another place where I can grab friends from.
Yep.
And then I was kind of the president of the chess club. That was the thing.
Oh, I forgot about
I
that.
guess that's something. And yeah, I feel like tennis.
Yep.
Tennis club. Can't forget the tennis club.
That's right. It's a lifelong member of the tennis club. They're always part of it. So,
Yeah.
but that's I think that's all that part. I think another thing with Lyon that is great is it's an environment where you can be a student athlete.
Mhm.
You get to big universities that all of a sudden there's only going to be a select number of people that can really play sports. Where the way we have it here, three out of four students, it's likely they are involved in varsity sport of some kind, and that just makes that experience so much better. Yes.
And I feel like coaches here at Lyon, they really care about you like individual. Like they care about your grades. They
Right.
pushing you to do best in your class. Like, like if you're not gonna do best, the playtime gonna come out on the court or on the field. Like it's not just like doing this like, oh, I want you just like your athlete. No, they want you to be successful. So coaches really care here at Lyon.
Yeah.
I agree. Not maybe only coaches, but I mean, I consider that I've gotten to know people enough here as I consider mentors.
Yes.
As I consider you, as I consider
No,
Nichols.
thank you.
So that's one thing that I really, again, that I'm grateful to that Lyon provides. It's just a good structure for you for people that cares about you.
Mm-hmm.
Not only you're just gonna graduate, good luck in your future, but people that actually care about you and want to follow up with you in the future.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
And speaking of that, that's one thing that's valuable for students to know as far as mentorship. It's reaching out and starting the conversation and asking questions and being willing to learn. That's how Martine and I, ended up, doing this. It's not me tapping him on the shoulder. Excuse me, young man, I want to be your mentor. He'd probably call campus security. So I but it's that, the students that seek help, you'll find all kinds of people that are more than glad to help you. Because I remember, like Joni was, I consider her a mentor for many, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I love
Yes.
Miss Joni. We all love her. She
and
impacted us so much.
And I just see whenever she comes back, I can just see all of a sudden that there's something that changes, and you want to talk to her, and that's and that's the kind of thing that she was there, just always to help out, and so people are always going to be there to help you. Question, Martine, Natalia, what's it like being away from home for so long? Because that's a unique experience. I mean, Aisha, you're from Jonesboro.
Yeah, just an hour and a half away.
So you can drive home and you have that connection, but both of you, it's not quite so easy.
I feel like you get used to being separate from your family just with time.
Right.
I mean, I'll still go every break, for example, every end of the summer or every Christmas and New Year's Eve. I haven't missed any breaks with them. So it's just you just get used to it living without them. I mean, I feel like eventually every person will have to live without their parents eventually.
Yeah.
Right.
So I guess for us, for international students that come here to the States to study, it's just an early step.
Yes.
Basically.
Oh, well said. Natalia.
I feel for me it was kind of harder because I missed a lot of like Christmas breaks. I think it was like 2 or 3 in a row. And the first one was because of the COVID while I was still in Kansas. But the first one wasn't that bad because I kind of understood why this is happening. It's not like I'm choosing not to go. No. So the first break kind of went smooth. But the second one is like, back home, Christmas is really important, like holiday for us. So it was getting hard, especially like, I don't know, when you live in abroad, the worst is your mom's birthday, your dad's birthday. Like the anniversary, like that's the stuff that like you wish you could be there, but you can't. Or the worst what could possibly be is somebody getting sick in family.
Yes.
And it's like, you possibly can do nothing to like, even if you will be there, you can't do nothing to help them. Mm-hmm. But you still wish you could be there. Right. Like for me personally, like I was in the high school already away from home. Mm-hmm. It was like hour and a half, I would say so. So I was already living in the dorms when I was 16 years old. So I think it kind of did prepare me for that. Mm-hmm. But don't get me wrong, every single time I'm going back and I have to fly back, even if I love being here, the tears coming down every single time. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like with this, I set up goal for myself. Right. I did want to be here. Nobody forced me to be here. Mm. And my parents only were doing, they supporting my decisions, and that's it. Like, of course, they're missing me, but they know, like, that's what I want to do. So
I feel like the parents of the family that comes here know that we're better off, or that we're here for like a better self.
Yes.
So they of course support us, but
Yes.
of course it's hard whenever we get to say bye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and
But,
I know, like talking with Nicholas, Nicholas Patillo, that part of our mission is to just do everything possible to make this a welcome environment, because it's just you what you're going through is unique, and it's not that we don't make the same efforts for our domestic students, but what you have coming in from another country is just you're going to be away for a long time. So how do we make this as easy and as welcoming as possible? And that's important. All right, this random stuff. Favorite foods from back home. We were kind of talking about this. We'll get to you last, Aisha, but I got it. But just think it over. Martine from Monterey. So what if you go home? What food are you looking for first? Please don't say McDonald's.
I mean, it's gonna sound basic, but
yes,
tacos is the first thing I look forward to whenever I go back home. And there's a specific one that I really like, and it's because of the sauce.
Yes,
it's like a really good sauce, like salsa, like hot sauce.
Yeah.
So they're made of like it's just a different type of tacos, but I'll say tacos.
But now they're corn or flour.
In Monterrey, we use a lot of flour.
Flour, yeah.
So yeah.
All right. Yeah. In Poland.
So probably gonna be so basic, especially when people know what people eat in Poland. So pierogi, the dumplings.
Yes.
And we do eat a lot of soups. And I think like he said yeah. I feel like I love soups because it's really quick. And my mom is a great. Like my mom.
What kind of soup?
So I don't know. Chicken noodles back home is different what chicken noodle is here.
In what way?
Every way. Without being, every way. I don't know how to explain. It's like that's a typical dish. Like the chicken noodle soup is on Sundays. Yeah, and then Mondays we doing tomato soup because you're using broth from the Sunday chicken noodle soup to make tomato soup.
Okay.
So I love tomato soup. My mom's tomato soup. We have a pickle soup, and it's really good. Really good. And what I can say also, I love kebab. It's a street food.
Yep.
Yeah, and like I know because the boys went to Poland.
Right.
They love kebab.
The kebab. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yes, indeed. All right, Aisha. What favorite foods? I could say back home. What's the favorite in Jonesboro? But
well, I love what my mom makes from Kenyan food is chapati and keema that I love to eat when I go back home. Which is like
what is it called?
Chapati
Okay.
and keema. So chapati is like bread, like naan bread pretty much.
Yeah.
And the keema is beef stew. So you get the chapati, rip it, and then like use it as a, you dip in the stew and then eat it. So that's the food that I love that my mom makes.
I've had something similar, and it was like so hot. Is that what I'm thinking? It was like really, really spicy.
I don't eat spicy, so my mom doesn't make it spicy for me. They keep it spicy on the side.
Yeah, I just remember it was just, back when I was like in university, and I got invited over like for one of those like potluck meals, and I just remember my whole face is on fire and everything, and I don't know what the spice was, and I don't do spicy either.
Yeah, that's how I am when I go to the Indian restaurants. 'Cause, they have something similar.
Yeah,
but they make it spicy.
Spicy. All right, just kind of final. Is there anything I haven't asked? Any burning question that you're saying? What, Pat Lynch? Why are you? Why haven't you asked this important question?
The speech that I prepared in the mirror.
Yes.
Oh, I don't have one.
Oh no, but just any final words. You're all seniors, so anything that you just like to say to all, current and future Lyon students.
Well, I think talking about ISA, I believe that all of us are graduating, so for the future, they're definitely gonna need people to run the club. So I would say he has a lot of potential. Still, I feel like Aisha has done an amazing job as president, and yeah, I feel like he has a lot of potential to do amazing things. So I will encourage not only international students that they're coming, that I've heard that there's a bunch of international students coming for the next upcoming semesters. Not only internationals, but everyone that's just trying to learn about different cultures. Because again, as I said, that's one of the most valuable things that I get off just coming here to the States and studying, getting to know people from everywhere. And yeah, just don't be shy, just be curious. And yeah, I'll 100% say to just join. I say in the future.
Wonderful. Natalia.
When you were talking about everybody, so I would say more directly to internationals is like you're gonna be stressed. You're gonna be scared in the beginning, coming to States. That's normal. But I feel like giving like a lot of support is like you can see that people care. Right. And I think that's what helping parents back home too, that they know you're not just by yourself here. Like people are not gonna let you spend break by yourself or be in the dorms by yourself. They're gonna make sure you have somewhere to go and stuff. So you're gonna get homesick. You definitely do. I'm still getting to these days, but yeah, it's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it.
And what say you, Madam President?
Oh my goodness. For ISA, one of the goals is for it to be that second community. So if you don't find that with your team, with your dorm mates, like you'll always have ISA for us to rely on each other. Just in general for Lyon, I really think that Lyon is on the up and up. Like every year we see these cool new programs coming, new clubs starting, like tennis club, this career pathways, pickleball club. Like it's just all these cool, fun things that I think makes Lyon so much better and brings students together. And it's really exciting to see where Lyon will go. So that'll be fun to watch. We'll be watching them from afar.
And a compliment to all of you. What makes Lyon special for me is the three of you, and getting to know you, watching you just become everything that you can become. In the classroom, building relationships and kind of that next step in terms of your future, which for all three of you and you, producer Jayson, is bright. And I made a big pivot in my life to kind of leave the business world to come to college, and sitting right here having conversations like this with all of you is the reason why I know this is a perfect place for me. And so the one thing that I found though is great is building the relationships with our students is that they graduate and you have to say goodbye, and there's a little melancholy that comes into that, and I'm sure that probably is maybe drifting in at points, and this has been a big part of your life, but there's a whole other great life afterwards. But it's just when you move from one transition to the next. But I want to thank you all for joining us, and I want to thank our studio audience, our worldwide audience, that we have just one last Career Pathways podcast remaining, a special wrap-up session. We'll bring the team all together. We'll look at the highlights, the lowlights, all lights in between. And producer Jayson, as always, thank you. And for one of our previous podcasts, I've mentioned it before, you are definitely my huckleberry. And people have to go and watch that podcast to find out that meaning. And trust me, it's all above board. All right, and with that, this is Pat Lynch saying thank you for listening to the Career Pathways podcast. Thank you all three, and hope you have a great rest of the week, and please keep listening. Oh, by the way, speaking of listening, where can you find the Career Pathways podcast, producer Jayson?
I was getting nervous. I didn't know if you were in a.
Oh, I was dragging you out for a second. Yeah, where can?
You can find it on 99.97% of platforms. The same number of bacteria that gets
And there you heard it from the expert. So take care. Thank you for listening to the Career Pathways Podcast. Goodbye.
This broadcast is sponsored in part by Lyon College and by KILT Studios.